there. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. Looky here. Spring is springing, and I had happened to take a look on my computer and it shared with me, hey, guess what? It's high pollen time today. Oh my goodness gracious. I tell you what, I love spring. It is the season of new beginnings. It is a favorite of mine. My birthday's in this season. I love everything about this season except the pollen and the tornadoes and all that kind of crazy stuff too that can happen. But yes, I hope that you are having a great day and you are keeping it all in stride as I am myself, and I am staying indoors as much as possible for today. But I'm glad to be hanging out with you guys. I'm glad you are here with me. So let's go ahead and get into this sharing. So as you can see, we're going to be talking about RHO SLC, which is what? Real Housewives of Salt Lake City alum, Miss Von Tease herself, best friend to the franchise, Monica Garcia. Now, apparently she has got some good fortune to share, and I'm so happy for her, as she did also share a few months back of a devastation that she had dealt with, which is in the same vein of where now good fortune is coming from. So let's go ahead and get into this sharing, shall we? All right, so this sharing is actually coming from, it looks like Extra TV. So it says that RHO SLC star Monica Garcia is expecting again. Yay! Congratulations to Monica. Now, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Monica Garcia, 41, is having another baby. Garcia is expecting her first child with boyfriend Braxton Knight. Monica is already a mom to daughters Bree, 19, Jaden, 14, West, 8, and Kendall, 7, with ex-husband Mike Fowler. Now, Monica broke with pregnancy news to Braxton during a trip to Disneyland, telling People magazine, I told him while we were on the Peter Pan flying over Neverland. Oh, that's so cute and very original. Now, Monica pulled off the surprise with the help of her best friend, Koa, and she explained that Koa had picked out the infant ears, had at the Mad Hatter, and had Aries baby embroidered, how sweet is that, on them while distracting Braxton with churros and getting my cotton candy. So Monica and Braxton have no names in mind yet, saying we are really struggling in the name department, and we send us all your name suggestions, please. And of course, it is also further sharing that Garcia is due in April. Aries baby, there you go. I believe we're in Aries season right now. Now, the pregnancy comes a year after Monica had suffered a miscarriage. She noted it was difficult coming off such a tumultuous whirlwind with RHO SLC and all the love and hate I received from all of that. Old friends turned on me. I was iced out by the cast. I lost my job. My relationship with my mother has never recovered. My world was crumbling. Then I had an unexpected pregnancy and miscarriage at 40. Now, the entire time I was going through all of that, the world chose to spit on me and continued to kick me while I was down, Garcia went on. The accusations of me lying about a pregnancy and miscarriage that I received daily while dealing with such an unexpected loss was a pain that I will never forget. I was losing a baby while being shredded apart by some of the most awful comments I have ever had said to and about me. Now, Monica is doing things different this time around. She explained being able to protect my peace was so important to me this pregnancy. I am grateful for those that have stood beside me, to the amazing fans and loved ones I do have in my life. But that miscarriage was my lowest point with being in the public eye, and I wasn't going to put myself through that again for the sake of the pregnancy and the baby. Well, number one, congratulations to Monica and her family on their new addition to come to be next Aries season. I am really excited for her. I think it's really wonderful that she's been able to continue on in this way and expanding her family, as she obviously wants to do so much. So congratulations to her and all of hers in that. I also am very saddened for her, dealing with the things that she was dealing with the hurtful things that came her direction during such a peculiar situation as the miscarriage. I mean, honestly, kicking people down or kicking people while they're down, I just will never understand that thought process. I mean, it's such a miserable, nasty thing to do. As we all know, reality TV is just that. It's reality TV. It's not really real. Right? I mean, honestly, yes, it's almost like an oxymoron to have the word reality. Yes, I'm sure some of the stories are, put out there that there might be some truth elements to the stories. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it seemed like reality TV back in the day used to be really, really real. And now things have become much more contrived and more put together for what they feel may be winning storylines that doesn't always really come to fruition and usually turns into a flop. And if we did have more real in the reality aspect of things with little, changes and such, it probably would come back with a huge vengeance, in a good way. So I am a very, very sorry for the experience that Monica had. Clearly she was, I would say in my thoughts anyways, potentially supposed to be the villain of the season when she was there for the one season or maybe two seasons that she was there. I quite enjoyed Monica. I think that she was a great asset to the group to shake things up. At the end of the day, it needed a shaking up. And I'm glad that she was on there to do that. Now, coupling with adding Mary Cosby to the show was, honestly, that was just a match made in heaven for me. I absolutely adore Mary, and I think she is a wonderful asset to the show. I love the realness of her. I love the frankness of her. She has straight comedy for days, and she's just a wonderful Real Housewives asset for any franchise for that matter. And so I do hope that there will be a time where Monica might make herself, available into the positioning of coming back to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I think that there is definitely a space there for forgiveness potentially. I don't know if we know all of everything about that whole Bounty situation. I do feel like there's still some things left unsaid. I still think that there's some things that were not really clearly put out for all of us to really know the full mask of the truth of that. But I don't really know. But if you also too were watching the seasons with her on it, and subsequently, let me know your thoughts about Monica being back on the show. If that's something you would love to see, is it something you're even watching? Did you enjoy her stint at the time that she was on? Now, from what I recall, I believe there was apparently some suing going on, maybe between her and Heather Gay, something to do, I think, with services that were not obviously rendered in a way that either she felt they should have been, but nevertheless, there's obviously a payment issue, I believe, attached to that. I don't know if that has been able to come itself to a close or not. Clearly, that would be an issue that would keep someone off the show if that is what is actually currently happening. So there may not ever be a room for that potential situation to happen. But, look, stranger things have happened. Look at what we're dealing with right now. So I just think that there is maybe a potential for some grace and some mercy to be put aside there. I don't know. Maybe, so I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, it's not like she took anyone out and she didn't unalive any situation. So I don't really know if there is a situation where there isn't a comeback place, right? If she's the one that you just love to, I don't know, watch and maybe not so much love to hate, that might be a good fit for her. I would be interested in her coming back in and ushering in with the new girls that are in there as well and seeing how things unfold and learning more about her story and more about her struggles. I think that she has a lot that she can share, and it could be a benefit for individuals, especially through the process of her miscarriage, if she felt deemed to speak on that. And Monica did seem to come from a place of really having no real issue in sharing about herself and some struggles that she was dealing with in her home family situation and all of those types of things. So I think that she probably would craft the conversation in a way to really be a benefit for anyone who's experiencing that type of a loss. And I think it could be anything but beneficial. I also think it could be a great redemption story in regards to the situation with the Vante's whole thing or Vonte's whole thing. I really would love to know more about what actually was behind the scenes behind that, because I just, again, don't feel we know everything about that. But I, again, would love to know your thoughts about this sharing. Congratulations again to Monica and her family. Nevertheless, even if she does not choose to return back to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which I think, quite frankly, would be a shame, but if she did not, I do wish her well and her continued life endeavors, and maybe somewhere along the line, we'll see her in some other type of show, doing her thing. I believe that she did do a stint on not Trader, excuse me, House of Villains. I did not see the last season for House of Villains. I did see the first season. It was actually very good. For whatever reason, I wasn't able to catch on into the second season. So maybe I'll see if I can find it streaming somewhere. But if you did have an opportunity yourself to watch House of Villains, either one of the seasons, I'd love to know your thoughts. If so, you feel free to share them down below. And if you did catch it this last season and got a chance to see her, I believe Teresa Giudice was in that as well, and a couple other people that were in there. I can't think of everyone at this moment. But if you like the season, I definitely would love to know your thoughts. So definitely share that down below. So with that, I think I'm going to bid you adieu, because I think that'll about do it for this video. Definitely make sure that you have your all notification bells on. I do have another video that's going to be popping up on the platform later on this evening that I definitely would love to know your thoughts on as well. Also, too, if you have not seen it, I actually had popped up a video earlier today. It's about Ashanti and her new chapter. So I definitely would love to know your thoughts, and definitely would love to see what you're thinking about in regards to what I shared in that story there. So definitely make sure you take a look, see if you haven't had opportunity, and then comment with me down in the comment section below. I would love to see it, and I would just love to be in community with you in that way. So with that being said, I think I'm going to bid you adieu. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, if you are new here and you have not had an opportunity to hit that subscribe button, I hope that you will, and be part of the family, be part of the community. I would so love to have you. And by the way, my name is April. If you haven't already seen me here below. And I do love talking about all things under the sun and reality, celebrity, non-celebrity, you name it. Recaptured views and worthy news is pretty much what I like to stay in my lane in on. I just enjoy having these kind of conversations because it's fun to have them with somebody, right? I mean, sometimes, my husband can only hear but so much about what's going on a reality show. So I love coming out here and talking with you guys and just getting into, the nitty gritty of things that are going on. And it's also a great escape for me, for sure. So I hope that it is one for you too. So yeah, with that, I think I'm going to bid you adieu. You take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.